Texas Podcast Massacre contains spoilers and adult language. For more horror, visit us at our website at texaspodcastmassacre.com.
Okay, I'll make a wish that can't backfire. I wish for a turkey sandwich on rye bread with lettuce and mustard. And I don't want any zombie turkeys. I don't want to turn into a turkey myself. And I don't want any other weird surprises. You got it? Hey! Not bad. Nice hot mustard. Good bread. Turkey's a little dry. The turkey's a little dry. Oh, foul accursed thing! What demon from the depths of hell created me?
This is Texas Podcast Massacre.
Welcome to another episode of Texas Podcast Massacre, coming to you from Houston, Texas. I'm your host, Mitch, and with me, as always, is the Yao guy to my Lou May, Nate.
Wait, you dig on multiverses?
I do dig on multiverses.
Wow.
Yeah, so this week it's just us two from the host perspective.
Yeah.
Lisa is taking care of Damien right now.
Yes.
Ray's going to be the best little antichrist he can be.
Yeah. Just you make sure to check the garbage for any wish-related Chinese chicanery that's going on.
Everything's made in China nowadays,
Yeah.
so it's hard to everything.
America can't even make its own horror death trap devices anymore.
We are outsourcing our demons to China now. That's
fair. Do we want demons? I'm confused now.
Make America death wish again. I guess. I don't know.
Eli Roth is literally doing that. Oh, man.
No.
She walked into that.
No.
Well,
I did. Well, welcome to another episode of Texas Podcast Massacre, where each week we take a look at a different horror movie and debate a horror-related topic with our unsuspecting victim, who's usually someone that is not what we would call a horror fan. This week, we've asked Victor to come back and sit at our lunch table with us and talk about Wish Upon. So, Victor, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, last time we had you...
the green room.
This
is worse.
Much worse.
I can say this.
All right.
There's there's like, there's a debate between horror. No, there's no debate. It's a worse movie.
What I love about this podcast is that we have a too long didn't read version where at the very beginning we pretty much explicitly tell you how we feel about it. It's like, oh, great. 5 minutes in, I know how this movie review is going to go. Cool.
Yeah.
Won't waste my time. So this week we're going to do Wish Upon. I've got some questions for you throughout, but I think I'll save it for the review. So with that, I think let's just go into the debate question.
Let's get it.
We will see how the Lord favors you.
No, you dare not blaspheme. He will punish you. The dog of hell will devour you. All of you. No.
Okay, so in the movie Wish Upon, she has 7 wishes.
God, that's
the number of wishes apparently is incredibly arbitrary.
Sucked. No, 7. It's in the Chinese culture. I have no idea. I'm just messing.
I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not even going to touch that one. But I do want to ask you. So if you had 7 wishes, what would you have actually wished for? If this were you, I mean, I know we have this is what I would have done differently, but do we know? If you're leaning into this anyway.
Do we know that someone? My only question to clarify is: do we know that someone will die if we make the wish?
Give me 1 if you did and 1 if you didn't.
Okay, so if I knew people were going to die if I made the wish,
yeah.
The friend said it in the movie. World peace. Like, you know, people are going to die. Like, don't make your wish like, I want a new mixer. You know what I mean? Like, don't pull that bullshit. Say world peace.
Did you learn nothing from the Simpsons little thing at the beginning of this episode? They do world peace and the aliens come because we've torched all our...
Sure. Okay, fine.
So what if for world peace more than 1 people would have to die?
Oof.
That's fine.
How many people before that's not fine?
I mean, yeah. 40% of the population.
You're willing to sacrifice 39% of the population.
Sure.
Okay.
All
right,
why
so-
not?
all right, so
that
if
is
you- if you
terrible.
did-
Not
if you-
really. Not really.
If you didn't,
I'm totally
all right,
kidding. I'm
So that
totally
was if
kidding.
you knew people were going to die. You would wish for that.
Yeah. Well, my logic is if I knew people were going to die, I'd wish for something that would benefit a lot of people
Okay.
to make it worthwhile. I would say like. I wanted a new purse or some shit.
But if you,
know,
but if
and someone dies,
if
that's
you
totally
didn't know,
worthless.
so if you didn't know they were dying, you'd go totally selfish.
No, I still would,
Alligator skin.
I still would go. Oh God, you don't know me at all, Mitch. Alligator skin boots. Give me some new Vans, like the hat, like the hats in this movie. No, I would still probably not go super selfish, but it would be like one selfish thing, and then, like so, win the lottery or something.
Win the lottery.
Get it all in one burst. And then do all the nice things, maybe.
Okay, Victor, how about you? Well, so two, right? One, if you knew someone was going to, someone had to eat it, basically.
Someone that you know and you like.
Clearly, someone know. Well, you don't necessarily have to like them. Clearly,
Well, yeah, that's true. I just met you. You died. What? That's
All right.
weird, but yeah, why not?
Which I don't want to get into it yet. I've got so much to talk about with this movie. Yeah. So what would you get?
So I wish I can go back 24 hours so I don't need to watch this movie again.
But someone has to die for that? Wow. The rating score in this better be low.
It feels fair.
If you give this movie like a 5 or something, and then someone died for that 5 movie, that's low. If it was a 1, maybe.
All right. So if you didn't know someone was going to die, if you had a wish,
I guess the same for both. I mean, this movie is so...
Oh, man.
yeah.
Wow. Which is ironically what the girl in this movie tries to do.
Yeah.
She does almost the same thing Victor is saying. We'll get into that. But yeah, right? So you're pulling... You say you hate the movie, but you're totally taking the entire plot from it. Wow. Okay. That's a twist.
It's still a better twist than what we saw in this movie.
That's also true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my wish. I also agree with Victor.
It's not that bad. Jesus.
I wish I could have that hour and a half of my life back.
What would you have done differently?
Definitely.
Anything
would have been more productive and more enjoyable than that.
What other Ryan Philippe movie would you rather have watched to replace this?
I don't know. Maybe Shooter, which is
Shooter? Okay.
that USA made TV series.
You watched the TV series Shooter, not the Marky Mark.
Yeah, that's longer, which would still be more enjoyable. And I mean, it's him.
That's what she said.
It's him and Randy Orton. So there's a wrestling thing in there too. So
wow. Okay. Jesus Christ.
That's the shooting. That's the shooting.
Let's get into this movie. Oh my God.
Yeah. So, really, what would I actually wish for? I don't know. I'd probably wish for it doesn't look. There's not a whole lot of Chinese on that box, so it's not like there's like a lot of rules that are.
They pack a lot into a small package.
That's what she said.
They did, but they didn't actually say I couldn't wish for people not to die.
Yeah, I wish for my wishes to have no negative consequences.
Right?
Could you have thrown that out?
I mean, maybe one person would have died, but then after that, it's smooth sailing.
So why don't you wish for the demon to stop?
Yeah,
killing people, something.
Yeah.
Well, that's clearly not.
Or I wish for all the bad things to happen to one person every time. Yeah. We need to get some lawyers on this. We need to get some Chinese lawyers, all right? Ancient Chinese lawyers, in on this because that's. The party of the first party, hereby called the demon, has agreed in principle to only murder one person per quarter, contingent upon some sort of deal. You know what I mean? Get that going. Yeah, high school kids wasted on them.
Well, let's. Why are we being out of the rush? I want to just get into this movie.
Yeah,
let's talk about this ridiculousness. All right, this week's movie of the week is Wish Upon.
I can wish for anything. Money.
Get in. What is happening right now?
Love. Did that just happen?
There have been others who've had the box. They and everyone they loved all died. When the music ends, the blood price is paid. It's a demon.
What does it want?
Your soul.
I wish.
You can't control it. It's controlling you.
I didn't know that any of this would happen. What's wrong with you?
there's any more like edgy, bassy electronicness in that trailer, I would snap my neck in a garbage disposal.
It's one bass drop from being a Skrillex.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Skrillex. Like not even, it's like off-brand Skrillex.
With the word, I wish.
Yeah, I wish. I wish.
You know, like just, oh my God. Okay, so we have a fun little game. We used to make Lisa do it, but since she's not here, Victor, we're going to make you do it.
Hey, you're the new Lisa.
I don't think you wish for that.
Yeah.
So if you had to describe this movie to someone, what this movie's about, what would you describe it as?
Yeah.
It's a very unpredictable movie about a magical jukebox.
Magical jukebox. Yes.
It's not a very good one. It only plays one song, and it's not a very good one at that.
Yeah. Okay, magical jukebox. You got it.
I like it. That's good.
Yeah. Wow.
Nate, what do you want to tell us about this one?
So the movie Magical Jukebox came out in 2017. It was 90 minutes. It felt so long. I was saying earlier before, I paused this movie and then I was like, all right, I'm just going to take a small break. And then I paused it again because I was like, I don't like watching this. And in between the two pauses was 90 seconds of movie time. I mean, that's egregious.
If you had asked me, I would have said it was a 3 hour and 15 minute movie.
Yeah, like this was like Godfather 2 levels. Packed into 90 minutes. So that's great. Yeah. IMDb is a 5.1 and Rotten Tomato is a 17%. 17% being closer to the actual score that I would give it. The tagline is fairly straightforward and solid. Be careful what you wish for, ... Perfectly serviceable tagline. Not great, whatever. The budget for the movie is $12 million. I'm assuming most of the budget was spent on making the camera angle be as crappy as possible. Like, you know what? We need to physically alter the camera like tripods to make how we shoot this look more terrible.
It must have been I gotta ask.
Like shots from the ground, like there's weird, like every angle, like what is happening right now?
How much of it went to Ryan Phillippe's salary?
I don't know.
Because here's the thing. Every scene, he kind of looked like he was putting in the bare minimum to just satisfy his contract. Like he wasn't really, he was just like
his beard was acting more than he was.
Yeah, I'm just
he was almost grumbling and digging through trash.
He's just like
that was his entire role almost.
I think he was just like, I think he probably is just actually dumpster diving and just decided to work that into the script.
He hasn't been in a lot. So you mentioned Shooter. That is like, there's been a gap. There's been a substantial Ryan Philippe gap, which we'll get into.
But we will, yeah.
So the budget was $12 million.
Yeah.
The box office for the entire world was 20.7, so it made its money back.
There was an ROI on there. That's good.
Yeah.
Sequel's coming.
Be careful what you wish for. That
sequel's coming.
John R. Leonetti was the director. He directed such classics as the first Annabelle movie, which is like one of the only horror movies that the first one is worse than the rest of them.
Yeah, the first Annabelle's not good.
It's not good. He did the straight-to-video Butterfly Effect 2 and Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
It's this guy.
Yes.
He should be held on war crimes at Geneva.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Who gave this man money?
Yeah. I don't know. Have you
seen that movie? Have you seen Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
Oh wow, okay.
I almost want to do an episode about Mortal Kombat Annihilation after that.
I would count that.
But that would mean I would have to rewatch it, and I will refuse.
No, let's do
anyway,
it.
They should. I don't know. Can they bar him? I don't understand how the MPAA works.
Yeah, it's like
I think this is like strike 2 or 3 for this guy.
Okay. You're saying there's like inside of like the Screen Actors Guild, they have like some sort of like tally. Right? There's like some sort of score. They're like, all right, well, depending on what it is.
He needs to go back and start doing independent films before they give him like a contract again. He needs to get back out there.
They gave him $12 million for this. Not exactly a high budget movie, but
and this is what he produced.
Okay, well, that's fair. So this guy, John R. Leonetti is way more prolific as either the director of photography or cinematographer for movies.
Okay.
So these are some of the movies that he's done. Insidious 2. The Conjuring, he was a director of photography. Insidious, he was the cinematographer for Piranha 3D. Cinematographer, I Know Who Killed Me. He did the Dead Silence. One of your favorites, Mitch, ever.
I do like that movie.
Yep.
But he didn't direct it, and maybe maybe he should learn.
Stay in the cinematography, director of photography lane.
I enjoy. I play bass. I play drums. I enjoy those things.
Yeah.
I understand that those are not my strengths.
Yeah.
I am okay.
Like direct things as a hobby and be a cinematographer for your professional thing. Well, you try to branch out, you know.
Well, you tried your best and you failed miserably.
Yeah.
The lesson
Oh
is.
God, wow. He also did Scorpion King, Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt.
Wait. He was director of photography for Joe Dirt?
Yeah. He was the cinematographer.
What does that job entail every time you get in?
You gotta frame the mullet like just the right way. He was the cinematographer for Mortal Kombat 1, and they were so impressed with him, they gave him the director's chair the next time. He did Child's Play 3 and Mitch's favorite, 11 episodes from Tales from the Crypt.
Just stick with director of photography.
Yeah, there we go. So he's got it.
I guess good. I don't know what a director of photography really. I mean, I do, but
yeah, I mix them together. There's director of photography, cinematographers. There's all of
Well,
those.
I just mean like what? Yeah, what?
Who knows? Joey King, Claire, the main lead in this movie. Mm-hmm. She was in Fargo as Colin Hanks's daughter. She was in Conjuring
on the TV show.
Yes. She was in Conjuring, Independence Day 2, and she will be in a feature role in 2018's Slender Man movie. She's staying in the horror realm.
Okay.
Ryan, who is in this movie, I also saw recently as Minho in Maze Runner, the Maze Runner franchise. And he was in 8 episodes of Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yep,
That's where we recognized him from.
Exactly. Of course, June in this movie is played by Shannon Purser. Barb, as everyone would know her. She's Barb. In Stranger Things. The friend zone friend, as always. In every show, she has to be like the off-brand friend who gets tossed aside when everyone gets popular. And apparently she's a recurring role in Riverdale, which is a thing.
Hey, Riverdale is actually surprisingly not terrible.
I've heard that.
Season 2 leaned into the horror tropes a lot more too, so it's a little bit more enjoyable.
Yep, that was my phone. All right, so
way to make sure this stays a professional.
Yep, it's very professional. Speaking of not being professional in a movie, Ryan Philippe was the dad in this movie. Before dumpster diving as a dad in a terrible horror film, he was actually a movie star. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but he was. Mm-hmm. He was an Oscar-winning Best Picture Crash as a rogue policeman. He was in Way of the Gun, which is a pretty good action movie.
What was the faux Google, Apple, Microsoft like hacker coding one that he was in with
Recode?
No, it wasn't Recode. It was one where it's like him and the girl from She's All That.
Rachel Lee Cook?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Yes. I mean, do you not know this movie?
I don't know a movie that you mentioned. All right. That is shocking.
I'm going to
That
look
is shocking.
This
While
up.
you're looking that up, let me get into more of Ryan Phillippe's former glory. We got 54.
Also, the lead in this movie had a very Rachel Lee Cook vibe.
Yeah, not as cute though. Boom. 54.
Strong stance from Nate on that one.
Cruel Intentions.
He wasn't cruel.
And of course, the horror classic and future episode 1000% that we will be doing. I Know You Did Last Summer. So definitely has his bona fides in that. Have you guys found this movie yet?
The movie was Antitrust.
Antitrust. Yeah, great.
With Ryan.
And that was on the downslope of the Ryan Philippe train.
Tim Robbins was in that movie.
Great. And I tried to look at IMDb for trivia for this movie, and there was almost nothing. So let's get into it.
All right. So okay,
no one's like none of this. Like the people who worked on this movie are like, no one like, oh, I'm gonna leak like, oh, this guy was so into the acting process that he was a total idiot. You know, like no. Everyone's like, I want to forget I was in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna put anything. It doesn't even matter to me.
So okay, so let me ask you this, and Victor, we've had this conversation for a number of movies, but it rings so true in this. These kids are the fucking worst. They are just horrible. And I don't.
Mean Girls. There's selfish. It's all kinds of
we've talked
shit.
in previous episodes. Nate has said, he went to a small high school. I as well went to a small high school. Lisa's experience, she went to a larger one, but Maybe she just was in these circles. This shit didn't happen.
How many people were in your school, your high school before college?
So in my year, it was like 120.
Oh, okay. It's about mine.
120 people?
In my...
Or his graduating class.
Yeah,
graduating class.
Oh, it's about the same size as mine.
That's not too big, yeah.
So, these kids...
48.
Any of this shit, like, is this like a thing that seemed to happen?
No.
Yeah.
Never, ever.
So you're saying in Hungary, there's not people just, like, throwing shit on people and just, like, destroying
Was
them.
being called a winner an insult in Hungary?
What's the Hungarian word for a winner?
Győztes.
Győztes? Okay. So people were
sons, yeah.
Yeah, so people were just yelling that at you and throwing you into lockers.
Oh yeah,
that was never
every day. That's my morning.
Day.
So yeah, high schools are quite different to start with, but
sure, yeah.
I never experienced something like this.
Okay, Victor's like, none of us have either, so I'm not clear.
No, Victor's like, and I also found a box.
I found a box of Chinese stuff. It's fine.
No, it's regional. It's regional. You know, maybe they're on the West Coast, so China was close, but you know, he had a Romanian box. It's totally fine.
We all know this box was picked up at some like flea market. Yeah, where someone haggled it down.
This
$20
is like this could have been cool. This could have been like the Gremlins-y thing.
Could it have been?
It could have been cooler. Could have been cool.
It was. It was called Hellraiser because it also involved the box where.
Yeah, but at least go to like
or Wishmaster.
At least go to the Chinese market for a reason. You know what I mean? Like get a little bit of like the cultural like aspect of it instead of like. The guy at the end is like, I figured it all out. I'm basically like Sherlock Holmes here. Like I basically figured out
the cultural
whole
fact is because they were all taking Chinese classes in high school.
That's
because
true.
Chinese is a normal offering. Well, I don't know. Maybe
is that
today.
West Coast son?
Get him ready for future employment, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. I learned Spanish. I guess hey, it's all good.
I'm from a state where English is practically a second language, so I don't. Fair. I don't know. These high school kids are the worst.
Yeah, they're pretty rough. It's not great.
Although I will say, so my high school, the mascot was the Bulldogs, and I will say one bright spot in this movie because I want to celebrate the positive aspects of this movie. That banner for the scavenge
was great.
Was awesome. We had Bulldogs. I was like, holy shit! If that banner had been in my school, I would have tried to steal that.
You know what? I'm gonna mix it up. All right, Victor. What's one positive thing about this movie? So Mitch had a banner with a bulldog on it because he likes dogs. That was one.
And we'll get into that. We'll get into
that. So it was only 90 minutes, not 2 hours.
No, it's got to be about the movie.
Yeah,
it's got to be about one good thing about the movie.
Oh man, this is very difficult.
Like just anything, any detail whatsoever. Like, what was like a point where like you stopped hating it? Like, Outback.
So
like there was a
I just
brief
hated
moment.
it more and more as it progressed.
Okay, it's like a snow. So nothing. You can't think of one positive thing.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Can you?
Yeah, I have one. So the music.
I would not ask Victor for performance evaluation at work. What should I work on? Everything.
Yeah.
What is something I did good this year? Nothing.
It got worse as the year went on. Like that's literally what
I enjoyed working with you less and less.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was the movie. Yeah.
That was the movie. Yeah.
But a good thing for me, I won't be working with you much longer. So there we go. No, the music in this. The music in this movie could best be described as it's a PG-13 movie. So the target audience is teens, like with like some sort of.
This is right up your alley.
All the band names could have been like Candy Grams, Haters, Back Off. That could have been like the song title for every single song. I would have no idea. There was one good song on this entire thing. There was a song called Ocean. That was actually on one of my yearly New Year's mixes 2 years ago. That made this movie for about 10 seconds. That is my one positive. One good song, 10 seconds of it. The rest of the music in this movie was straight candy ass trash.
I
hated the music.
You know what? I have two positive things.
Two. Okay.
Also, for you dog lovers out there, the dog does survive. It dies for a little bit, but then it comes back.
Oh, God.
So the dog survives.
The dog dies.
These horrible ass children.
The dog dies pretty early. In my notes, I think I wrote the dog dies. Hold on.
I felt sorry for the dog.
Yeah,
I have one positive thing.
The dog.
It only had 7 wishes.
Only. God. I don't think you know what positive means. I don't think.
Is
the dog died.
Is there a Hungarian translation?
Yeah, there's not.
Maybe that word doesn't exist.
Like that word doesn't exist in Hungarian. The word positive does not exist. It's so in 18 minutes in, the dog dies. Did it rot itself, or did the rats just eat it to death?
The rat. I think the rats.
It was just straight rats.
The straight rats.
Okay, so it got eaten by rats. That's pretty brutal. That's one of the worst. That's one of the more brutal dog deaths.
But
we've seen.
How? I mean,
rats have teeth. This dog.
Don't think about it.
According to this movie, like the Chinese music box can make everyone hit their head every which direction. The dog just hit its head against something, and then the rats just ate it. I don't know. Who knows?
Okay, so let's talk. Okay, so let's talk about these deaths because
they all suck and they're all premeditated, and it waits like 3/4 of the way through the movie until you're not sure who will die. Like it's like the shittiest setups ever. He's like, oh, that person's gonna die.
Okay, so for those listening that haven't seen it just yet, so this movie, she makes a wish and she gets her wish, but the consequences,
at the end of the night,
some random person not connected to it, but connected to her, dies.
At the end of the night, the music box opens, plays some song. That means someone's gonna die.
By sheer virtue of you just knowing this, very selfish. I mean, the worst protagonist. I've never rooted against someone hard.
I was rooting against her hard. I mean, at first you're like, okay, her mom died. All right. You get about 16 years of slack or 10 years of slack or whatever the difference was between this movie and there. After like 1 or 2 wishes, I mean, you are just the worst, right?
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, it was like 13 years actually.
Is it 13 years in between?
And the positive thing, she lives in a safe neighborhood because her bicycle was there after 13 years on the front porch. You saw that?
Or it wasn't, and the dad just dumpster dived and
so
it later.
So the bike's been stolen numerous times with the dad, and then when they steal it, they throw it away because it's so shitty, and then the dad grabs it and brings it back. Yeah. So all right. So let's get into some of these characters. So Claire, her mom commits suicide in the very beginning of the movie, right? Clearly has the wish box throwing away. I mean, the worst twist in the history of Earth, like the worst reveal, like just so obvious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then her dad goes from being a saxophone playing kind of badass to like literally a trash scavenger. Right? Am I right? His whole job is just trash scavenging across this entire town.
Nate, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah. How do they still have this house? How is this possible?
It was clearly already paid for.
I don't get it.
Well, I mean, clearly he's found some treasure in this dumpster diving. Otherwise, he wouldn't keep doing it.
I mean, I've never seen like team dumpster diving. Like, are they incorporated? Like what? Like what is the business model?
They have an They have an LLC.
LLC.
It's a member manager LLC.
Yeah.
With pass through tax savings.
Yeah. They got S corp. They got all kinds of stuff. I don't know.
They have board meetings. One's a treasurer, one's a president. That's all you need.
I don't know what these people are. I don't know why they exist and how is this possible. I don't get it.
Doesn't matter. Focusing on the wrong stuff.
I'm focusing on like what would happen.
No.
Mitch, I have a question for you. Didn't The Craft already do this movie?
The Craft did.
Better?
Hellraiser did. Wishmaster did. Final Destination did.
Which one is the closest? Final Destination?
So in terms of the death, Final Destination, I think
is the closest, right?
You agree with that, Victor? Yeah. I think, and then I think probably Wishmaster in the spirit of I make a wish, but then something it doesn't go. Yeah. But in this case, she gets her wishes. There's no like. It was a little different. I
enjoyed
her wish to.
I enjoyed a little bit of the difference. That was
usually. Usually that's how these movies are, right?
When the turkeys drop.
I wish.
You know what I mean?
I wish for this, but there's a twist in that. This is like, no, you're gonna get exactly what you want.
But someone's gonna die.
But just some random person.
And she's like, at one point, she's like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't give a shit. People can die.
And for this demon, he lucked out because this girl's the shittiest person and does not care, nor put 2 and 2 together. That, these people are fucking dying random. Yeah. These people I've known my whole life ostensibly who are just all of a sudden dropping off dead every time I make a wish.
Yeah, well, she discards everybody pretty easily.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just moving up. I don't have time for you clowns anymore.
Yeah. I did love the shopping montage. Can we talk about that for a second? We're talking about these characters. So she's with her friends, right?
I got a purse.
Who is just like the
Yeah, Barb. You got Barb in there.
Barb, yeah. Their version of Stranger Things. nerd girls, I guess.
Yeah.
That's sort of what they were going for. I don't know.
I guess. Well, the other one was she's sassier. Yeah, she's a little fun.
But then she gets a wish for all the money.
Yeah, she got all the money.
She goes and buys $800 purses.
Yeah, like a total jackass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And gets a new house. I mean, they go through a lot of money very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast. And what do you mean she doesn't know about inheritance tax?
Oh my God! So first of all,
as someone who files taxes on a yearly basis,
Mitch, these are the things I wrote in caps throughout my notes. You'll see a theme.
All right.
1, attics are worse than basements. People hang.
No, that is how.
The only hanging that happened in this movie happened in an attic. You're welcome. 2.
Actually, it was probably a Texas basement, so technically,
no, it was an attic. It was an attic. I said, have these people never heard of taxes before? I wrote that in caps. I go, this movie is taking forever. I wrote, literally, taxes. And then I wrote in caps, hey, they mentioned taxes. And then I wrote, I hate this movie. That was all my caps. That was all my caps notes.
I do want to say, I wrote at the very beginning of this movie, it said, this girl seems very well adjusted considering she saw her mom hang herself.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of therapy she'd still be going through, but this girl's just biking along that's how I should have known early on. She was a shitty person and I was going to root against her.
Everyone knows diving in dumpsters, the best therapy. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Well, she's not diving in. Ryan Philippe is.
She used to.
Ryan, I'm just here collecting a paycheck, Philippe.
Ryan Philippe is like, look, if you want me to grow a beard, my fee doubles. You know what I mean? You want me to grow a fucking beard and be all gritty? Yeah.
What do you think of these? What do you think of these popular kids?
I hate.
Besides the fact that they're caricatures of popular kids.
There's the guy who takes photos of everything. The black guy who's creepy as shit. There's Queen Bitch, Rachel McAdams from Mean Girls.
Yeah.
There's Jock Guy, and then there's Jock Guy's girlfriend. Done.
I just wrote these kids are fucking stupid.
Got it. That's it. I described them all perfectly.
So let me ask you, Victor, was there one of these kids that you were like, I want this one to fucking
Which character did you hate? Which character did you hate the most and hate the least? Yeah.
Claire.
You hate her the most?
She was terrible.
Okay.
Fair.
So at what point is it suspicious that it's not a coincidence, right? Mm-hmm. She didn't realize it forever. And actually, I really liked Ryan. He was the smartest in the whole movie, right?
He digs on multiverses, bro.
Yeah, and multiverse. Yeah. Multiverses are the best.
Yeah, he was by far the best guy. He was like a lot of 80s teen movies, the guy or the girl's always gone to the popular person and their best friend the whole time is the person they should have been with. He was that guy, basically, right? Except, she's so selfish that she killed, his cousin and didn't care about it. He confronts her saying hey, my cousin's dead. And they translate this thing and it's basically that blood is needed after everything. And she's like, no, I don't know about that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm just going to go this. I gotta go to class, man. I gotta go to class. Don't worry about it. She's the worst, man. I really hated. I hated her.
What really?
I hated her.
What really annoyed me at one point is that if she there's a point where she clearly thinks it works, but her dog has died and a neighbor has died. Why wouldn't she be freaking out more? Every time I wish this thing happened, but but she didn't even freak out at all. She's just I'm just gonna keep trying it and just see.
Yeah,
she acts this is not. None of these things are correlating. They're all just coincidental.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Really fucking dumb.
Yeah. Your mom died a while ago. Get over it.
Damn, Nate.
That's what I got to say. One of the things that I really wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Well, first, other than, again, I found one that I missed saying, why does this movie not bring up the estate tax? But, so basically, these wishes make no sense. Okay. Mm-hmm. I just want to get into the. At one point, she wishes, I wish my dad wouldn't be embarrassing. Okay. That was a wish that happened. One of the 5 initial wishes.
If this were a normal movie, he would have would have been just dead, I guess. Or
yeah, right. Oh, he's not embarrassing me because he's literally in the ground.
Yeah,
right. No, basically, not embarrassing me means my dad shaves his beard. That's the first. That's the first part. Beard embarrassing, obviously, right?
Of course.
He takes up the saxophone again, and then makes all of her friends want to bang him. That is not being embarrassing. I said Ryan Philippe turns into Bleeding Gums Murphy, which I know Mitch would like quite a bit. Exactly. But like that wish makes no sense. Like, so your dad plays saxophone again. Like that is your wish. Like that was the end result of some person dying is your dad picks up the saxophone again, and your friend wants to like eye bang.
And didn't he start?
That was it.
Didn't he go back to dumpster diving even before she?
No. That was after they got money. Then he went back to dumpster diving.
Oh, gotcha.
Then that was the resultant wish was then.
Gotcha.
Why stop embarrassing me by trying to provide for my family by grabbing out like metal bedposts or whatever the fuck it was. What was the best thing they found in this movie in the dumpsters? I don't know. Like they were just grabbing shit, right? There was like nothing good, right?
Know.
The jukebox.
Yeah. So all these people start dying. Yeah, I agree. I'll go with that as well.
I don't know.
So did y'all have did y'all have a favorite death in this?
I liked. Well, Victor, you go first. I know that you enjoyed when people died because then less characters existed.
So let's get into the part of the movie.
Thereby ending the movie
that Victor enjoyed. Yeah, people dying in this movie.
Exactly.
to move it along.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Uncle August, was it Uncle August?
Yeah, Uncle August. Yeah.
That was so dumb. I almost liked it.
It circled back around. It was so bad. Like, it could be good again. Like It was circling the drain of goodness. Well, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because I was fine with him just slipping, and then it's when he gets up and then hits the front of his head. Yeah, like I got to double tap it.
Dumbest thing I've ever seen. Yeah. I'm going to circle back around into a what would I do differently for that one. But basically, he gets in a tub. Okay, we're getting the Final Destination music. He slips in the tub, hitting the back of his head on the tub. This tub is designed. This tub was from like 1910, right? Mm-hmm. Like, can we all agree on that? Like the oldest, most unsafe tub that's ever existed. No. You're like, oh my god, he snaps out of it. He snaps out of it. You know how you hit your head really hard and you move really fast. Right? Said no one who's had a head injury ever. Right. He hits his head so hard on then the faucet, curved around faucet part, which curves around about like 8 inches ahead of like even the edge of the tub. Thereby hitting his head again, double knocking him out, so that he drowns to death.
I just can't imagine this dude had the rubber mat at the bottom of his tub. Yeah. For a guy who is clearly
Mitch, I'm gonna get into this real hard later on. Don't worry.
That's what she said.
And again, Final Destination 1 did it better.
Yeah,
because the person in their shower scene that died got hung by the like the wire thing like in the actual like shower section, which is way better than this.
Yeah, I'll just say the best death scene to me was the shower drain scene where it got her hair and then snapped her neck.
Oh, the garbage disposal.
The garbage disposal. Yeah. Because I expected it to be Final Destination where it chops her arm or something.
Hold on. Why is the button placed where it is for this garbage disposal?
What, right across near it?
No, it's like right next, like literally like your knee could bump into it. Like it's so close. I mean, you should have to like reach over and like flick it.
I think that was just, again, that's a credit to the poor camera work in this movie. I don't think it was that close. I think the angle was just bad.
She like almost hit it with like her knee. Mm-hmm. Like while she was in like.
Well, almost, Nate.
Oh my god, this movie sucked.
Low bar, but I thought that was the best.
Does this woman have the strongest hair on earth? Because if a garbage disposal is grabbing your hair and cutting it, right? That's the whole point. Is that it cuts it? What is this? What is like? What is the adamantium hair that's like snapping her neck?
Is that new Pantene Pro V, bro?
Spoiler alert. Your neck is stronger than hair. Is that a controversial statement?
That's the Garnier Fructis shampoo.
Garnier Fructis.
Revitalizing and strengthening
Garnier Fructis. He'll snap a neck. It's so good. Like, what the fuck is happening?
And also that engine, like the motor in the garbage disposal.
Yeah.
That should be a pretty good
one. What is it, like 100 horsepower like motor in this?
Well, yes, because she's got to get rid of all those vegetables she's chopping up.
The garbage disposal can't chop a celery all the way through. There's literally celery in there, but it can like destroy a whole person's neck. Oh, I hate this movie. My favorite death was my favorite death was the elevator death.
Oh, that was the dumbest one.
I know.
With you?
I know. Let me get into it. The reason why it was so dumb. The reason why it was my favorite is that, okay, so it was the first time in the movie. So every time the wish thing happened, they just went to a person, that person died. There's like absolutely no suspense. So predictable, so terrible. This one, Ryan Philippe was trying to grab a lug nut from his car for about 10 hours. And then the friend was in an elevator that slowed down. So, okay, we have two options this time. So before it was nothing. So this is, again, 3/4 of the way through the movie. Yeah. Totally worthless. Then the elevator falls. Okay. And then, of course, the elevator falls. Okay. The elevator falls so hard that glass from the whole place shatters, stabbing the girl multiple places. She's totally
Was it multiple? I only saw one big one.
No, I think there was a couple. There was like around. She was all cut and stuff. So things were happening, right? But the elevator was still functioning enough to open the doors to show it, which made absolutely no sense at all. So the door, so everything, it stops nicely, gently, so that the doors can open totally normally. But inside, literally, everything's exploded in 100 pieces. It was so terrible.
Well, they should only have 40 floors, so it's fine.
Again, an elevator free falls 40 floors. Elevator doors open normally, and then everything's in there except the girl's dead inside. The most worthless thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
So I just want to point it out.
So
yep.
Let's just get into.
Yeah.
I want to get into this ending. I want to get into this final little dream. This is like
Z Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
So you go from M and then you go all the way down to Z. So here's the twist.
And I want to buy. I mean, there's a really shitty dream sequence where she's laying in bed and they superimpose the fucking jukebox. I'm going to start calling it that now.
The jukebox.
Where it's just it's like someone learned how to use Windows Movie Maker, and they just set the transparency to 50%.
They're like, oh my God.
Just had it star wipe across.
Like, oh my God. I wasted $12 million on Ryan Philippe's beard. What are we going to do? In comes Movie Maker.
So there's that.
To the rescue.
So at the end of this movie, she decides to make a wish that I wish,
my mom would not have died.
That her mom did.
So she's 5 wishes in.
Yeah.
This is wish 6. There's 7 wishes. Again, Victor said, great, only 7. We're golden there. So then that means that her mom's alive in the current time. Somehow. That exists.
And had she not have run out, so she realizes the twist that her mom was one of the original owners.
Yeah, she's one of the lineage of owners.
Yeah. And so she runs out to yell at her dad.
Yeah.
Which kind of ends up causing him to get sliced by a chainsaw in a very shitty fashion.
Yeah, that was so shitty. Oh,
yeah.
I was saying this is. We argued. I said it was Final Destination 4 level bad. You said Final Destination 5.
Yeah.
Is there a Final Destination 4.5 that we can agree on?
It's all bad.
It's all bad. But
was 5 3D? Because was 5 the final destination, the final ride?
Oh, with the roller coaster?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. You're looking at me like I should know every Final Fantasy when it gets down to 4.
You, the guy who gives me shit.
Jesus. I know the first.
The Halloween H2O versus Halloween.
I know the first 2 Final Destinations extremely well. But once after that, I think it's right down. But
anyway, it's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I posit that had she maybe not run outside the house, maybe her dad would have died or been fine, and Art would have died.
That's okay.
I say Art because that's what his name was, or Orphan Black. But the dumpster diving buddy, who is now into tree logging, I guess. Or
he can dumpster dive. He can chop down trees. He can do it all.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I kind of wish that also Ryan Philippe had still been dumpster diving. You just found out that the dad was just worthless regardless of what had happened with him.
Yeah. During the funeral, that guy puts trash in his grave and it lowers down.
So she was so close to
getting back. Yeah, sure.
And then she wishes, hey, I wish that my dad had never found it.
Yeah, the classic time travel back before the time travel exists.
Yes.
Oh my God. So many plot holes.
Agreed. So
every time a wish happens, the plot dies a little bit. That's my.
I thought you were saying an angel gets its wings.
Every time a wish happens, the plot loses. There's a hole develops, and the hole keeps getting larger and larger each time a wish happens. Eventually, it just sucks in on itself. Multiverse.
Yao Gai is Chinese for
plot hole.
Chinese ripoff demon, and that's why there's so many plot holes.
The character.
I like this one in there. Oh yeah, there's a Yao Gai. It's a Chinese demon. Cool.
Sure.
And moving right along.
Yeah. I was gonna say the character for chaos is also the character for plot hole.
Oh my god.
I just want to let you guys know that.
So what did y'all think about this ending?
It sucked hard. Let me jump in.
Yeah.
Hard sucking. Victor, I know you're very more positive about it than I am. So
That was the best part of the movie. Because it ended.
Because it ended. All right. Well, there you go.
Victor, did you watch the normal one or the unrated version of this movie?
The normal.
I think the unrated was longer. So if anything, you saved yourself
like 1 minute
dodged
longer.
a bullet.
We're gonna get some tweets. It's like, oh no, the unrated. Oh, it goes through all the backstory. Like it's actually really good.
Victor's watching this movie, and when they said, "Oh, someone's gonna have to die," I volunteer to tribute in this nightmare escape for me.
You start painting Chinese characters on yourself just on the off chance you might die.
I'll take one for the team just so we get this over with.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Is there anything else y'all want to say about this before we get into
what would I do differently? Let's get into it.
Then let me ask you.
Yeah.
What would you have done differently?
Son of a bitch, you left the bodies and you only moved the headstones! You only moved the headstones! Why? Why?
Okay, Victor, you can't say not watch the movie. Go.
Yes, do we need to come back around to you?
Yeah.
I would have stopped after One Wish, so I can save 70 minutes.
Okay. So
it's a short movie. It's like a short movie.
So you would say make a short film called Wish Up. That's only 10 minutes long.
He would have just said three wishes. 7 is way too many wishes for anyone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 3 wishes.
3 wishes.
Yeah. Okay. Nate, what would you have done differently?
Oh God, let's get into it. Okay, at one point, Claire, after all her wishes get undone, when she loses the box to Barb with her stealth, how does someone break into your fucking bedroom, into your grate, into your air vent grate thing, steal it out from under you? Like Barb is not agile. Okay, this had to be a smash and grab of epic
dumpster diving.
And she goes back to the school. The necrophasiatitis chick throws the thing at her again, which was kind of hilarious. And she starts crying in the bathroom. I say, what would I do differently? Cry inside the stall. Why are you crying on the floor in the bathroom? Cry on the stall.
Of all the things you would have done differently.
Cry on the stall. That was one. The other one I would have done was for her Uncle August, wear swimming shoes. Okay? You wear swim shoes. You're an old guy getting it. Again, a 1910 tub, like the least ergonomic tub in the history of Earth. Wear some fucking shower shoes or some shit so you don't die. People who are in dorms wear like flip-flops when they go to the shower, like just do whatever. Just throw on some fucking flip-flops. You have like $8 million. You can't afford like some custom shit to like put in your to your tub. No, this guy's a fucking idiot. He deserved to die. Last, I would say, one of my least favorite things of all time in anything in life, I would say real life movies, whatever, is someone calls you and they say, hey, I got something really important to tell you. Call me back. Like, fuck you. Tell me in the phone call, then we'll talk about it. So in this movie, she goes, hey, I did this translation of this ancient Chinese and I'm really freaking out. It's really terrible and I don't know what to do. Call me back. No, you say, here the fuck is the translation. I'm telling it to you. Call me back.
Well, he didn't have
you
a problem,
deserve to die.
Reading her email afterwards. So that's
yeah,
fine.
Exactly. If you do that, if you're any person on earth, you deserve to die. My personal opinion. There you go.
All right. Well, Nate, as usual, victim blaming.
Yeah.
Per usual.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch, I have something really important to tell you after. It's going to change your whole life. Just talk to me in like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Fuck you. That's all I got to say to that person.
Okay, so I tried to actually approach this with a little more thought than the writers of this movie did.
Wow.
And it went hard.
Wait, you spent 5 minutes on it?
Yeah, it went hard. If I had the final wish, and I have to stop this, maybe instead of wishing my dad didn't find it, I would just wish that, Lou May got struck by a fucking asteroid before she was able to create this fucking thing. If you're going to go back in time and rewrite history, why not just end it. I mean, once and for all, right? That's.
And by the way, why this jukebox cannot be destroyed?
Because demons and shit.
Demons and shit.
Demons and shit. Demons and shit. Done.
Again,
ancient Chinese secret.
I'm just gonna tell you, most things I buy that are from China are not that sturdy. having been moving into a house, let me just say,
if this was a Bangladeshi thing, maybe it would have lasted longer.
If it was maybe Hesho in Mexico, maybe it
oh my god,
would have been a little more.
Wow,
I can say that joke as Lisa's not here to yell at me.
That's abysmal.
Is that not it?
Not it.
But no, for seriously, why wouldn't you just, if you're going back in time, just like go after the person who created this?
Well, dude, or just if you know the thing, dude, wait till it fucking opens. All right, this I find. You know what? I'm gonna add one more. Why do it differently? Put something heavy on top of the box,
or throw dynamite.
Put something heavy on it.
Throw dynamite in it when it opens up.
Put a 50-pound kettlebell on top of the thing. It can't open. Physics. Game over.
But you said it was locked, right?
Yeah.
You had like a lock and everything.
Yeah, but it would
still
open.
open. So it's demons and shit. Maybe 50-pound kettlebell doesn't matter.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Demons and shit.
Demons? Damn, demons and
These
shit.
are strong demons.
But like, it was one Chinese
put a
demon.
car on top of it. Can it lift a car up? No. I hate this movie so much.
So if I'm going to give an award for anyone in this movie, I've got two, but they go the same character.
Victor, hold on. Victor's award is for the person who made the credits. But go ahead.
My hero. No, so
Victor's scratching it off. Yeah, God damn it! He's scratching it off his list here.
I just would have said worst decorator. Also, the no good deed goes unpunished award goes to Gina.
Gina or Gina? Just kidding.
Gina the Gina.
I know.
The Chinese.
That was terrible.
Well, that's where you're going with it.
I know I wasn't. I was just going with Gina. God damn it.
Anyway, I mean, she doesn't even know this person, but somehow she's the one that gets killed.
Yeah, that's a pretty dick move by the music box. The music jukebox.
But
sorry,
and also
magic jukebox. Shit,
but also though, this bitch has this huge tusk thing right where there's a tripping hazard.
I mean, you would have to be going. If you were scared by something, you'd have to be running 100 miles an hour to get stabbed by this tusk thing the way she got stabbed. I mean, you would have to be flying.
Oh.
That sucked.
I just poor choice, poor feng shui. I don't think that's where it would have.
Oh, the poor feng shui award! Yikes!
Yeah,
wow.
Victor, do you have any awards you'd like to give out?
Jesus,
Nate has 40, so
yeah, I have one. So maybe the best boyfriend is Paul.
Oh,
okay.
He's
the stalker boy. Again, done in the craft better with Skeet Ulrich, but okay, yeah, sure.
He loved her so much. This was like really romantic and cute.
I love you so much that I'm taking photos of you at night in your bed.
This is really dumb.
What would I do differently? Get some fucking curtains. You got $1 million. Get some curtains.
Armed guards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Some sort of security.
Yeah, the stalker jock boyfriend was he wasn't as insane as you would think, though. Like, because it took him a long time to get insane, right? I mean, he was talking with her, and then eventually started going out, and then he was taking pictures of her while she was sleeping. You know, whatever. But then it took like a little bit of time for him to slit his wrist. So it could have been worse. It could have been worse, maybe. My award is the "I Wish I Never Met You" award, and it goes to all characters. It was a quote in the movie from Ryan to Claire. It's pretty apropos to probably everybody. And I have the first rule about, I'm gonna change it. The first rule about Magic Jukebox is you don't talk about Magic Jukebox Award to Claire. If you have this jukebox thing and all this terrible shit is happening, don't tell anyone about it. You know why? Because then Wish Upon 2 will happen.
So, right. So
the worst possible future.
The Fight Club rule.
Exactly. The worst possible outcome is someone else finds it and then starts making wishes also, right? Can we all agree on that? And for Victor's sake, Wish Upon 2 will probably come out now because she did this wrong. Don't tell anyone about it. Kill yourself.
Or take it yourself first, right?
Yeah. Kill yourself. Done.
If that movie comes out, I'm afraid Victor's going to repatriate back to He's going to say, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm going where this is gone.
It's going to be like, God.
Yeah, don't invite me as the guest for that movie.
But we want to get your insight on what has changed.
Yeah, exactly. You're the expert now, so that's great.
All right, with all the awards out of the way, let's get into our last segment.
Final cut.
Victor, if you'll do the honors.
Yeah.
Where do you want to... What rating?
Out of 10. What'd you give this?
3.5
3.5 what?
points.
Well, no, but something from the movie. 3.5 what?
Oh, something about a movie?
Yeah.
3.5 wishes.
3.5 wishes.
Fair.
So half the wishes. So you gave this a 50% rating. It's 7 wishes total. And you gave 3.5.
The 1.5.
Yeah, there we go. Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2 out of 10 dumpsters.
2 out of 10 dumpster dives.
Yeah.
It was shitty. Anyone, you guys want to elaborate on it?
No, I think we've did. It's just god awful.
I'm going to say for me, I wrote a lot of negatives on this. The one positive was that one song. The rest, I wrote negative. All camera work, all acting, the predictability of the plot.
Nate was upset the dog survived.
Claire's motivations. A dog died at one point. I'm okay with it. Camera work, music. I put literally all negatives for this. The teens were sufficiently awkward in certain places. Maybe one slight positive. There were kind of awkward teenagey moments that were okay-ish.
Okay.
So I'm going to give this 3 out of 10 traditional Chinese characters.
So this was better than Thanksgiving for you.
2.5 traditional Chinese characters. Yes, better than Thanksgiving. This was just so...
Heartily disagree.
This was just so predictable and dumb. It was put together not even in a great way. I'm telling you, the camera work, I hated it. I hated it so much. For a guy who's done cinematography for some classic movies like Mortal Kombat, I mean, this guy has really fallen off. Yeah. I don't know what happened. It has almost no redeeming qualities other than to make fun of it.
Well, and in that regard, I think they succeeded.
Yes.
So
I was going to say, what do you guys think the sequel is? Wish Upon 2 what?
Electric Boogaloo.
Wish Upon 2 Electric Boogaloo.
That is if you're going to put a 2 in there, that's instantly...
I was going to put Wish Upon 2 Final Destination 7.
Fair.
That's how I put it. What do you think for what do you think for the sequel, Victor? Wish Upon 2.
I hope they won't.
I hope they won't.
I like it.
Awesome.
That's the tagline. You'll wish.
You'll wish we had made this movie.
2. You'll wish.
Give us money or
never existed.
No, it's give us money or we'll make more of it. And then Victor's like, God damn it, now I have to go to this movie.
Victor's wish is all our comeback. Nate, where can they find us?
Sure. So if you love this movie, tweet us at TXPodMassacre on Twitter. Check out our website and make some comments there at TexasPodcastMassacre.com. You can check our podcast out at iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and all the other podcast platforms.
All right. Well, Victor, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me again.
We will see you back here for Wish Upon 2.
We should be thanking him like double thank.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We should probably bring treats or something.
Unknown to Victor, I made a wish that he would watch this movie and not stop watching it.
So next time, please pick something that is at least as good as Green Room.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Please.
Wow. This is...
I know it's difficult.
For Nate, absolutely.
Wow, yeah, you're really asking a lot.
Pick good movies.
You're really asking a lot. Wow.
All right. Well, from all of us here at Texas Podcast Massacre, thank you so much for tuning in, and just keep telling yourself it's only a movie. Good night.